The online games market in China will reach $11 billion in 2013, according to a report from China Daily, citing a Beijing-based research company, Analysis International. And joining us live from San Francisco with more on China's gaming industry is Lisa Hanson. She's the managing partner and founder of Nico Partners, a California-based consultancy focused on the Asian video game market. Lisa, thanks for joining us, and let's get straight into it. There have been recent reports that China might be about to lift its 13-year-old ban on video game consoles. The news was followed by a rise in the stock prices of Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft, which produce game consoles, and would potentially benefit from the ban being lifted. Firstly, how likely is it that this ban would be lifted?
I don't find it likely in the near term at all, but if it were to be lifted, it would change the playing field a little bit in China. But the Chinese gamers are quite used to PC online games, and there are millions of consoles installed already in China for hardcore gamers who really want to play on them. And we'd have to see at the time of the lift of the ban what generation of console was available and how hard the demand would be to cultivate among the existing gamer base in China.
Now, some have argued that there's already a thriving black market for consoles and that the Chinese gaming mentality is such that there would be a reluctance to pay for games and consoles when most of the gaming is done for free online. Well, what do you say to that?
I say that the console vendors would absolutely need to change the business model from a packaged console game to one with online delivery, utilizing most likely the existing online game operator infrastructure that's in place, predominantly because the Chinese regulations ensure that all telecom infrastructure is owned by Chinese-owned companies. So if there were online distribution of console games, they would probably have to go through the Chinese companies, either the ones that exist now or new companies to serve that market.
Let's focus on the online gaming industry. It's estimated to reach $11 billion this year. And some studies say that revenue generated by mobile games is set to surge as the smartphone penetration rate exceeds 50%. How significant is the mobile gaming market for China's online gaming market now?
Well, we look at PC online gaming and mobile gaming as two separate buckets altogether, but mobile gaming is certainly rising in importance, with probably 300 million smartphones in the hands of Chinese consumers at the moment, rising to 400 or even 500 million by the end of this year. That's a lot of people who could play games, but keep in mind that many Chinese own more than one handset, so that might not be 300 to 500 million individuals playing. They might just use one of their many handsets to play games on, so that might not be the best proxy. But we see the growth of mobile gaming definitely on the rise. We estimated that the revenue for 2012 was probably $750 million US, and it will increase this year. The likelihood of people spending money on mobile games on smartphone is greater than that of if they're playing on a feature phone or standard handset. But there are plenty of standard handsets left in the market.
How is revenue generated if the online gaming market is free to play? Is it advertising? Is it from micro purchases, like paying to get to the next level, things like that?
Yeah, most of the revenue is generated from in-game purchases, the virtual economy, and developing that economic model and the mechanics of the game is critical to any game's success. The gamers often feel as though they spend less money if it's a free access to a game and they get to pick and choose what they spend money on. But as we can see, the growth from when I started tracking this market in 2001, there was $10 million in revenue, and by our account last year, it reached about $9 billion in revenue. We can see that that's a lot of growth, and mostly since at least 2006, it's been in the free-to-play area. So gamers do spend money. They spend more money than they think they spend, and that's how the market has evolved.
Okay, thank you so much for that insight, Lisa Hanson, managing partner and founder of Nico Partners.